All right. What's going on today, everybody? Pardon me, just doing my last minute setup as I always do. The first few minutes of these live streams are always a little bit of a mess, which makes me feel bad for the replays. Hey, Naomi, what's going on? All right. Hey there, Paul. Hey, Naomi's calling in as well.
Hey, party people.
Oh, and she's not there. What's going on, man? How's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Do I sound like Kevin Smith when I say man? Because the way he says man bugs me a little bit. I don't, because it sounds kind of cheesy. Yeah. Hey, man.
That cheesy, dejected, just man.
No, that's not so bad. I can handle that. It's like the trying too hard to be friendly type thing, maybe.
Ah.
Hey, man. Hey, why are my clips not showing up? There we go. All right. Well, hey, let's kick into this. Actually, let me send a message to Melanie real quick. She might be working.
No.
Okay.
Hey, I just learned a new thing. I learned how to share this.
That's a good thing to learn. I like it.
I was like, I know there's a way to share it. How do I share it? Oh, what does this button do? It shares.
Jesse.
Hey.
What are you doing?
What I'm calling in.
Oh my gosh.
What are you
You
wearing?
sound like you're even at home on the microphone setup even.
Oh man, don't jinx that.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Hassan. Hey, thanks for asking. I'm doing very well. How about you? All right, Paul and Jesse.
What?
Starting to think that Paul was just Jesse's alter ego.
I'm Jesse
You know me.
without glasses.
All right. Now I don't know how loud this is going to be. I don't think I properly mastered this, but hey, let's play an intro. Let's do it.
Do it. Oh, it's new. Yes, Miami Vice and saxophone.
Yes, it's new and old Yeah, no, I had to. Okay, so it's got the saxophone from our original Grawlix Nights theme, but then Paul was talking about the Miami Vice theme and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's got to happen.
Grawlix Nights, where old is new again.
We're old as new again. Asan asks, you guys are a musician? I am. I am a musician. I don't know about Paul. Paul makes wood things.
Paul does all sorts of stuff. I can play the violin. Holy cow. I learned something new.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Asan, I used to play guitar, but I wasn't very good at it. And actually, I was not a great songwriter. Not that I'm saying I'm a great songwriter now, but I got better at songwriting when I put the guitar down and just focused on the writing. And I guess, if anything, I play keyboard. So, all right. Today on the Grawlix Night, welcome to the Grawlix Nights. I love the intro. I love the beginning of these live shows.
Always so discombobulated.
Right? It is. So I don't know if we'll have Melanie tonight. She is working. She's probably working now. but that's okay. We're coming on a little bit later today, and part of that is scheduling, and part of it is it seems like the 5 o'clock central slot is not so great. There's not a whole lot of people around, so we're gonna try shooting for later. We're basically gonna, I don't know, guys. I feel like we're probably just gonna kind of move the show around occasionally, letting people know about 5 minutes after we're supposed to go live, and see what works. We'll probably bounce the show around a little bit. What's that?
So it's a pop-up podcast.
It is.
Yeah.
But we're not too far off of our normal time. But last week, it seemed like the chat really started to pick up around 6:30. So we figured let's start at 6, see what happens. Today, we are going to be discussing, there's lots of, I'm glad you are here, Jesse. And we might jump into the news first. But there's lots of news this week. And then after the news, we will talk a little bit about the 2004 Punisher movie. Now, Jesse, I don't know if you got a chance to rewatch that or not.
I was actually that's why I'm a little bit late, is I was trying to like skim and scan through it a little bit so I could refresh my memory on it. And I didn't remember it being 2+ hours long.
Right? I was not expecting that.
It was a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It takes a good half hour before before he's even the Punisher. They really extended his origin. I forgot about that whole. Bit.
That reminds me, there is an extended cut, and I wonder if that's what Netflix has. I wonder if that's what
it could
be.
Is. I remember most of this once we got into it, though. But
I was reading some trivia last night, and there was some cuts, but I think it was mostly violent stuff to try to appease the MPAA. But I was telling Melanie, I was like, hey, you don't have to watch this, but I'm watching the 2004 Punisher movie for the movie homework. And she's like, oh, I'll try to fit it in. I was like, listen, if you don't get to it, don't worry about it, because it was such an afterthought kind of this week's movie homework. But that actually brings me to an important point about movie homework. We are going to change it to every other week instead of every week.
Except for next week.
Starting next week, we're going to change it every other week going forward. So, movie news. Then we'll talk about, I'm so excited about next week's movie homework, though. TV and movie news. So, the big thing that really kind of, and I'm glad you are here for this discussion, Jesse, because it sounds like you've had this talk a lot already, and so you probably have a good idea of what people are feeling about this, and you have some thoughts yourself. The big thing that kind of falls into the Grawlix territory is this whole Disney, Marvel, Sony, Spider-Man situation. So the gist of it, from what I could tell, is basically Disney wanted a bigger percentage. They wanted a bigger piece of the Spider-Man movies going forward. And because how it is now is basically Sony it's so funny, but yes, Spider-Man is a Marvel character, but Sony has the movie rights. Sony basically leased the character to them to use in the MCU movies. And on the flip side, then Kevin Feige would come and produce the Spider-Man movies, which Sony still bankrolled, but he would assist with that, and Disney would get a 5% cut of the Spider-Man movies, and apparently a 100% cut of merchandising, which is, I don't think merchandising is doing that great for them, but that's kind of a big thing. However, Disney was like, nah, we want 50-50. So...
Right. Well, I think there was more to the negotiations than that, but I think that was where the breaking point is that Disney rolls in with okay, look at everything we've done for this character. And we want 50-50 plus, if we're going to start crossing over, then we need a cut of that as well, because now it's established within our universe that we have helped create for you. So like if they wanted was it Tom Brady? Is that his name? That's not it. That's a football player.
Tom Brady.
Tom Hardy.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's a different Deflategate thing. So if the Tom Hardy character, if that Venom showed up either as a cameo or whatever in the Spider-Man movie, or if Spider-Man showed up to do a cameo in a future Venom movie, maybe teasing a crossover or an actual crossover down the line, then Disney was going to get a cut of that as well, even though these are movies that have already been previously established by Sony. So yeah, all bets were off when Disney put that offer on the table, and Sony's like, nope, too much. And so yeah.
And
I have a lot of feelings, and you're probably going to catch on to my bias pretty quickly in that I do think Disney was out of line on this one, and I'm probably in the minority on this. But so I don't know if I'm the common opinion right now.
I think they're asking for too much. I don't necessarily think they're in the wrong for asking for more, but an even split's kind of, stretching it a little.
So in the original report, which I think was, let me check. Oh no, I don't know that is the original report. There were a couple numbers throwing around, like basically the 50-50 is not, it sounds like that's not necessarily the number, but it could be like 30%, it could be 50-50. But it was definitely a more substantial number than 5. And I feel like, I don't know, man. Disney's also, I could see them not being like, this is, we're not negotiating. This is the deal. And that's the impression I get, but I don't know if that's just speculation.
I honestly don't think talks are done. I think here in a few days, once they've had a chance to cool their heels.
Once everybody's cooled down. No, dude, I think talks are probably done, at least for one Spider-Man movie. Then we'll see what happens after that. But if it's like, if the news is hit, I don't know. I guess potentially it's business.
Disney doesn't like losing money. And they just lost their big Spider-Man because they got greedy. So
I kind of feel like it depends on, in that respect, it depends on how well the next Spider-Man movie does whenever that happens. The next, like, Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, because I believe he's still contracted for one more, but Sony would like to keep him around for at least 2 more. Oh, Jesse just said his internet is real spotty all of a sudden. So
can you guys still hear me?
Okay, I hear you now.
Okay. Did I cut out earlier?
I not that I noticed, but you haven't said anything for a while.
Okay.
Let's see. Hassan says, I like the trilogy of Spider-Man, but I don't like new Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. Interesting. Okay. Well, I can.
In the minority.
Yeah. I can kind of get behind that, but I can get. I'm down with the Sam Raimi. What's his Tobey Maguire, whatever.
At least the first 2.
I like the first 2, yeah.
The third one is bad, but whatever. We'll take the third one. That's fine.
Generally, by the time you get to the third movie in anything, it's hit and miss.
Now, right. But I do like. I've only seen the one Tom Holland. I haven't seen the most recent Spider-Man movie yet, but I really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I like him quite a bit.
Yeah, he's fun.
He has
they have a weird vibe to him, though. Yeah.
I feel like so long as they keep the quality up, and that's I think the main thing. Obviously, other than the MCU connection, which is a big deal, and it kind of felt like I haven't seen the last one. I know Samuel is in it, but I kind of feel like so long as they keep the quality up, it's potentially a good thing for them to not be tied to the MCU. Of course, it's not a good thing that they can't use other Marvel characters from the MCU. Of course, they have all the Spider-Man characters, but I found it a little weird how tied into Iron Man this Spider-Man was.
Yeah.
So a little bit of severance there might be good, although I guess Tony Stark is, who knows what's up with his character, right? With no spoilers, I guess.
Yeah,
But
Sony might be able to just take the ball and run with it at this point.
the only other issue is, now I haven't watched Venom, and I've heard it's bad, and I've heard that from people that enjoy it as well. They're like, it's bad, but it's entertaining. And that makes me worry because, I don't know, man.
From the parts that I've seen, it's decent. I wouldn't say it's a great movie. I also won't say it's a horrible movie. It's not a memorable movie.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. It's an interesting portrayal, and but it doesn't feel like your typical Venom either. Like they're certainly going with the lethal protector angle. They're making him more of a hero right off the bat. They did some interesting retconning. I mean, like, I don't know if it's retcon or what, but some interesting alternate take on the symbiotes or the symbiote or however you're supposed to say it. Because they imply that Venom is a runt of the symbiote race. And that's an interesting angle to go, I guess.
It's a race of its own, as opposed to like Carnage was just split off of Venom's piece in the comics, whereas now it's a race of their own design.
So backtracking slightly, Sony Pictures via Twitter, because Twitter that's how everybody communicates now. Their official statement 2 days ago was, much of today's news about Spider-Man has mischaracterized recent discussions about Kevin Feige's involvement in the franchise. We are disappointed, but respect Disney's decision not to have him continue as lead producer of our next live-action Spider-Man film. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. We hope this might change in the future. So there you go, Paul. Maybe they will renegotiate. But understand that many new responsibilities that Disney has given him, including all their newly added Marvel properties, do not allow time for him to work on IP they do not own. Kevin is terrific, and we are grateful for his help and guidance, and appreciate the path he has helped put us on, which we will continue. So, Jesse,
yes.
Hold on, let me find a good one. I got to find out a good one. Okay, here we go, Jesse. But Disney does all the work. Why wouldn't they want more of the earnings? They made Sony over $2 billion with the last two movies. Sony is just a crap show. What do you have to say about that, sir?
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I had to pick a random. I know you got into like an hour-long argument with people the other day about this. And
more like a heated debate. The thing is, I'm seeing a lot of people are saying that that Sony was just awful, and they've done nothing right. And it's like, well, hold on, they just won an Oscar.
So they knocked Spider-Verse out of the park.
Yeah, the original Spider-Man, which was Sony with what's his name? I've already lost it. He set records too. They set records with Spider-Man. I agree with the argument that Disney should get more of a cut because, Spider-Man's been involved in some of the highest grossing movies ever because he was in Endgame, and also Sony's highest grossing movie, which was Far From Home. So yes, they deserve maybe more of a cut.
Yeah, I mean, the 5% honestly kind of really surprised me. But I'm still just surprised that this even happened in the first place. That,
right.
because Sony's right, they do own that IP right now, even though it is a Marvel character. Disney has it in the comics, but Sony's got it in the movies and TV shows and whatnot. So, what's that?
So I think the 5% was just an intro to try to see, okay, can we make this partnership work? Because you think about it, not too many film companies have really tried something like that before successfully.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And here we are, 2 movies later, and we kind of see why.
Sure,
now it's, I want more money. Because, I mean, nobody knew how it was going to take off. But if you look at it, Spider-Man's the only IP that Marvel doesn't own that has done well.
Right.
On its own. X-Men has pretty well tanked every turn. Fantastic Four tanked at every turn. Punisher was hit and miss until it went back to Marvel.
Right.
There was Ghost Rider. The first one was good. The second one was an acid trip. I mean, so I think the Spider-Man name alone can carry the franchise.
But
that's the thing.
The character.
It can carry a franchise to a certain extent, unless they just start turning out crap like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Like the first one, I was not great, and I didn't bother with the second one. And from what I understand, and again, I shouldn't do this to where I just take people's words for it, but the overwhelming consensus is the second Amazing Spider-Man is a horrible movie. So
yeah, I was not fond of it.
I liked where the first one was going, and then they just tanked it in the second one.
I mean, I kind of feel like that was it was slightly derailed by the whole MCU deal that they worked out, but they had planned on that being a trilogy, and the second one was bombed hard enough that they ditched it, recast, and went to Marvel to work something out. Went to Disney, I should say. So they can mess it up. The same studio can put out Into the Spider-Verse and Amazing Spider-Man 2. It just depends on who's running the project and who they've got involved. They just need to be careful about who.
Well, it takes an emo Spider-Man and a oversized rhinoceros.
Right.
With the Spider-Man movies, they don't seem to learn. I don't know how this last one is. I'm assuming it's not the case, but didn't they cram 3 or 4 villains into Amazing Spider-Man 2? Which is kind of... it should be
sort of. Lean towards it was Sinister Six.
Yeah. I think that was the problem, is they were really trying to just race to that.
But Rhino looked like a Transformer.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can pull it off, great. But don't just throw something on the screen because you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll say this. My thoughts on it. It doesn't make me nervous for future Spider-Man movies. The live-action ones specifically, because Into the Spider-Verse... Because of Into the Spider-Verse, which apparently didn't do that well in theaters, but I mean, it picked up a lot of attention later on. It won an Oscar, and Sony is planning multiple animated Spider-Man related movies.
Oh, good, because I want to see Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah, that might be one of the next one happening. Actually, I think that is a thing that will be happening. But. So I'm curious to see where that goes. Essentially, these are both major corporations, so I don't necessarily feel either is in the right or wrong. But, man, Disney owns so much at this point, I'm kind of glad to see somebody say no. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's part of why Sony said no, actually.
That's kind of important, to be honest. They have a monopoly going on already, so...
It's interesting because this is almost like it's hard to say, but it's not like a straight 1-to-1 comparison, but it's like The Last Jedi, in that everybody well, not everybody, but a lot of people disliked The Last Jedi so much that they went on this tear. Now, this is like the opposite of that, where everybody really, or a lot of people clearly really like the Tom Holland Spider-Man, and I enjoy it as well. But they've lost all sense of reason because of it. Like, yes, Spider-Man is owned by Sony, and what, you just expect them to sell it back to Disney, or that Disney can just up and buy the thing that has made them ridiculous amounts of money? They're not just going to let it go.
Oh, no.
Disney needs to work with them if they actually want to work on Spider-Man movies, and if they don't, then they need to just get out of that business. It's like back when Michael Jackson was alive, he owned a fair amount of the Beatles music, and it's like he was just going to give it back to Paul McCartney because they were friends, kind of thing. That wasn't going to happen. He was probably making more money off of the Beatles music than he was off of his own towards the end of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Say at best, I see a 85-15 percentage split coming out of this.
Right.
I don't see Sony going any higher.
It makes sense to jump up a little bit. I mean, yeah, it makes sense to have a jump, but that's a ridiculous jump there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking up to 50%, it benefits Sony to turn that down. And there's without Disney, they're still going to make a ton of money so long as the movies don't suddenly start bringing in half what the last one did. Like, I don't know. Not having
on Disney to come back to the table.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to backtrack something I said earlier. Maybe this being public is kind of a sign that it's not a done deal. It's a tactic, a negotiation tactic. Get the fans riled up and use that as leeway one way or the other, whether it be Sony side or Disney side.
I mean, nobody really does that to the mouse. It's like, no, you got to come back to the table.
No one tells the mouse no.
Right.
So, I mean, Sony, but good on them. Good on them for that. Okay. So I was just debating. That story went a bit longer than I expected, but that's all right. It's a good conversation. Who we got in here? Man. Well, it's 6:30. Maybe it's going to start picking up. So there are a couple other news stories I definitely want to hit. One of which being The Matrix 4 officially a go with Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Lana Wachowski. So this kind of blows my mind. And
yeah,
go ahead.
I'm not sure. Where does it fall in the story?
Well, yeah. So reading the article, I'm so confused in a way. Now, Lana Wachowski was one of the two, is one of the two Wachowski sisters back when the first Matrix, and actually, I don't remember how far into, it was the Wachowski brothers before they changed, but back during the original trilogy of movies. Now, there was no mention of the other sister being involved, so I don't know, maybe she's just not making films now. I don't know. But Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, the two leads. However, so at the same time, though, there's speculation because there's really not much known about what this is going to be.
No.
But at the same time, there's speculation that Lawrence Fishburne will possibly not come back for the movie because they want to recast a younger Morpheus. Except, man, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss are not younger.
No.
Even if they still look good, they don't look young.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Paul?
I said, yeah, that wouldn't make sense. I mean, even if they were to set this movie before, what was it? Trinity was the third one, right?
Was it Revolutions or whatever?
Yeah.
Even if you were to set this before the final one, Morpheus would still look the same. I mean, a little less beaten up, but he'd still look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be old. Oh, yeah, that's true. But I like if there's a time jump, they all get older. So maybe Lawrence Fishburne. The issue is he's not in like fighting condition. But I don't know.
Unless they're going to make him younger as an AI.
I guess, but of all the characters, like
why AI him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Morpheus wouldn't be okay with that, would he?
No, that's like
becoming a
very
program
counter to what he would want. And like, there's so many people that there's so many characters that they could do that with, and it makes sense. Now they're not going to do it with Keanu because that's one of the big names. Correction, that's the big name. But I mean, to be honest, like the Keanu, he never really went away. But the like recent explosion, Keanu Reeves explosion, like
we're in a Keanu renaissance.
Yeah, exactly. And I suspect that's kind of why maybe this finally got greenlit. But you could recast him from a story standpoint. The Trinity. God, did anybody really care about Trinity?
She died.
Neo did.
I guess, and that makes her important. She's such a nothing.
He just loves her too damn much.
She is that just never worked. It never worked.
Like she died, and he went John Wick on the machines.
Yeah,
and then spoilers for the Matrix. Then he died, or he got maybe sucked back in. I don't know, but
at this point, there are no spoilers for the Matrix movies.
Basically, from a story perspective, the only person you don't recast is Lawrence Fishburne.
You're right.
Yeah, whatever. Now, that said, I don't know what this will be. I am so excited to get back into the Matrix. The third Matrix, the second two Matrix movies were not good, and the third one was particularly not good. It was just dull. Like,
yeah,
that franchise took a serious nosedive
compared to the mind bend of the first one.
Yeah, which is so.
Yeah,
and even the second one introduced so many interesting ideas that expanded the Matrix universe in a way that I was like, they can just keep making Matrix movies forever now. They have ghosts and werewolves in this, and it's part of the lore now. Like,
I liked it. The second one I really liked it, but it was a Stephen Moffat kind of thing. It's like he really set up this first part of this. You know, I consider it the first movie, and then the second two movies. It's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around it being an actual trilogy, because it doesn't feel like a trilogy. It feels like the first movie and then two more.
Yeah. And then they hired someone else to pin like a, no. I mean, they did.
But it was set up good, and it was a good setup. It was a good cliffhanger. And then that third movie didn't make any sense.
So that actually makes me wonder then if maybe they're going to follow the current direct sequel craze.
No.
And maybe make this a direct sequel to number 2.
I highly doubt it. Because the Wachowskis, they wrote so much. I mean, it is like the first movie and then everything else. Because they did the first movie, and I'm sure they had the ideas for all the other stuff, but everything kind of hinged on how well the first movie did. It did amazing. So then they are like, well, yes, here's a check. Here's a blank check. Make more. And I have a feeling the Wachowskis are just generally too involved in the universe they crafted, because it's not only the second and third Matrix movie, but they also like had a hand in at least one of the shorts in the that Animatrix thing. They wrote
Animatrix, yeah.
There's 2 Matrix video games that they wrote, and it's all canon. Like, they're invested in this canon lore.
Right.
So I don't see them just ditching that.
Which makes it even more interesting that they're only reporting one of them as being involved.
Yeah.
It's like the Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird thing. Like, Kevin Eastman's the main one still doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. So we've got one Wachowski on board.
Which was the other one? Lily is the other one. What happened to her?
Is only one of them making films now, or
That's what I'm curious about. That's what I'm curious about.
are we still getting people in the chat? Because my chat seems to have either frozen or we're just not getting a lot of interaction tonight, which is fine.
I'm
But we'd love to have more. We would love to have more.
like, yeah, honestly, is okay. Well, I'm just gonna put it this. There's 4. It says, oh, hey, we got another listeners. It says we got 5 listeners.
That just
I don't
say
know if that's
lingerie.
accurate. What?
I think it just said lingerie joined.
Yeah,
That's a screen name.
That's what their name is. Yeah,
Okay.
Isn't it lingerie?
lingerie.
There's an I.
Lingering.
It's not lingerie. There's an I in there. Okay.
I'm not wearing my glasses.
Okay. Well.
Oh, we got it. We just got another one. It looks like 6:30 is the magic number.
Da-da-da-da.
It looks okay. So Lily Wachowski looks primarily to do writing, but is not in the news story about the 4th Matrix. Is not mentioned as the writer. As far as it sounds like, she's not involved at all, and hasn't really done anything outside of the movies that the big Wachowski movies, the Speed Racer, the Matrix, all the Matrix stuff, V for Vendetta, Cloud Atlas, and then Sense8, which was that Netflix TV series that those two created. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird that she wouldn't return to work on this, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's just doing something else.
Stressful.
Doing something else with their life. That's fine. Hey everybody, we are just well, what else we got? Okay, these other stories we can skip these other stories, except Tarantino and his wife. This is way more this is not the usual type of thing I do on news, but Tarantino and his wife, model and singer Daniela Pick, are expecting a baby. Woo. Congratulations, I guess. Whatever. How old are you, Tarantino? Wow.
Was it like 56? Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think you're right. 56. What's that, Paul?
I said, stop making little Tarantinos.
I think this is his first.
Yeah, this is his first. He's waited until he's,
56,
almost 60 here. He's getting close. Rounded up to 60 there.
Maybe he wanted to get through his 10 movies first or something.
Oh, yes. Yeah. He couldn't devote himself to a family at all unless he had completed his movies, as if that wouldn't inspire movies. Maybe I see what I'm hoping for now is that he will just be inspired to make a movie or project that his kids could maybe someday see. So Tarantino, if you want to do that, like Bobby's World parody thing, just give me a call.
Tarantino presents Good Night.
I've got ideas.
The Bobby's World Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Street Fighter
He's been wanting to expand that. Just give it once that Kill Bill Volume 3, Bebe's World. Let's do it.
I'm telling you, at some point, I suspect, I'm calling it now, we will get essentially a Kill Bill Volume 3. It will have the daughters of Beatrix and what's her name? What was the one? The knife chick. Anyway, that other daughter in the movie. And it'll be like a series or something. It'll be Netflix series, maybe.
That'd be fun.
Now, that said, maybe he really did wait till he was almost done making movies, because how many times you're like, you see it more so with actors, but you still see it with directors. Robert Rodriguez, who is a friend of his,
Right.
makes pretty awesome movies until they start making movies that they want their kids to be able to see, and then it's all downhill. So maybe he realizes this.
Adam Sandler.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, you're right.
Movies were, top tier movies, but
you're right though.
I mean,
yeah.
Stylings changed a lot when it became, oh, I have kids now.
And I get it, kind of, but it feels like such a cop out if you're a fan of their work and you're like, yeah, but this is not good. Like, I don't care if you want to make something for your kids. This is not good.
Like,
I want to see.
Ashamed of yourself?
Yeah, like, come on, man. Wait. Or, shoot a little home movie in your backyard and show them, but you don't charge me to watch that movie. I'm not watching that crap.
Right.
Meanwhile, I want to see some violence and some gore and some swear words.
I want to see the swear words, like right on the screen. Just flash them.
Doom Patrol me on this. I want to see them.
I want them to just flash up with the bright colored balloon around it.
Yep.
I'm talking 60s Batman style.
I might have
Spider-Verse style, because it's all Spider-Mans.
I might have to rewatch Doom Patrol series at some point. There is a character. It's definitely, I could tell, is very much a Grant Morrison created character. There's a lot of like super comic book meta things that they carried over to the TV series of Doom Patrol. Some of it works pretty well, and some of it not so much. But I was like, well, if this was still the comic, that'd work great. Anyway, but one of the characters has multiple powers, but one of them is when they say things, the word appears like it would in a comic book, but becomes a physical object. So they use that as a weapon, and it's so good. And they use it for swears.
That'd be kind of interesting for my vocabulary.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the first time it gets used, it's probably the F word. I don't know. That seems pretty obvious, but I don't remember what it is, but it's surprising. Hey, let's move on.
So there's a news story I've been waiting to hear Jesse's thoughts about.
Okay, let's move on to this news story.
Kevin Smith, He-Man.
Oh God, I forgot about this.
Oh yeah, it's not in the notes. Well, I watched the Pixel Dan interview with Kevin Smith on what's going on with it, and I really haven't followed anything new on it because I don't know what else they've really revealed about it. But it sounds interesting in that they kind of want to just continue the series where it left off, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, it really is probably not going to cross over with She-Ra, the new Netflix She-Ra, which is probably okay. I mean, if you're going to keep He-Man the way it was, then you don't really want it to cross over into this new version of She-Ra, because it's dramatically different from the original She-Ra lore. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to be on board because this was literally my He-Man if they're going to continue from the original series somehow. But I wonder if they can sustain that. I'm wondering if people will buy into a thing that they don't know the backstory on.
I think they're going to have to update it a little bit and might do a 1 or 2 episode. Here's what happened, and do a quick montage.
Here's what you missed: a season recap from like 30 years ago.
that actually on Masters of the Universe.
You know what?
Cobra Kai. You know,
that is kind of brilliant. That's how you bring back a series from the 80s. Is you just literally pick up with a previously on like nothing happened, like without missing a beat.
Well, I mean, or you can do the 30-year time jump like Cobra Kai. I mean, that is my go-to whenever I question whether or not it can be done or should be done. Cobra Kai, yeah, it can and should be done. Do it.
Well, and then yesterday there was and I'll call it a pure speculation video, that I shared, and I tagged Make Eternia Great in it. talking about this season of She-Ra and how it might backdoor He-Man.
Oh, the season that just ended, or
Yeah.
the next season?
How it might backdoor him in for next season, which would still drop before Kevin Smith's show does.
Oh yeah, because Kevin Smith's show is what'd they say? It won't happen until. I mean, it's going to take at least a year. I mean, and that's being generous because they have to literally make the cartoons. So, like, this is basically, hey, we're going to produce it. So, yeah, when will we actually see this? This won't be for a while.
But yeah, the creator of She-Ra was talking about how we could see some crossover from Eternia.
Oh yeah, I mean, without spoiling too much of the new She-Ra series, they've been teasing Eternia from basically the first episode, but they really haven't there's been no real payoff to that other than they seem to be in some kind of pocket dimension or something, and the greater universe as a whole may become more aware of She-Ra's realm of Etheria.
So I'm wondering if we might end up with 2 He-Men on Netflix.
That could be interesting, and I'd be interested to see. I don't necessarily need this to cross over, but I would love to see almost a Supergirl type of treatment of He-Man in this, where they have the She-Ra version of He-Man, because I don't feel like it should be a 1-to-1 crossover.
No,
because this feels like, this feels like a She-Ra from way into the future from the original She-Ra we know.
So yeah, this is written for our kids.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And so that He-Man should be different. That He-Man should jive and should be the twin sister of Adora kind of thing. So, I mean, it should be a different take.
Abraham says, no, please, He-Man in Netflix. And I don't know the commas.
Which one?
I don't know if it's
happening.
No, I don't know if it's no, please, He-Man in Netflix or no, please.
Oh,
He-Man in Netflix. Wait, what's the difference?
No, please.
No, please. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
Thank you. You keep your He-Man. Anybody but Netflix.
Well, He-Man is coming regardless. It's just a matter of which we're getting.
Yeah, and whether or not you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, do you guys want to do a movie review?
Hey, let's do it. We kind of said we were gonna, so we probably should.
We probably should. So before we really dive into, how many listeners we got? Nope. Let's save the plans for next week till later. Okay. Movie homework. So, listeners, you guys probably didn't watch this, or you have at some point. It's old, so that's fine. But every episode or every other episode going forward, we throw out a movie that we're going to watch. And so people get a chance to watch it as well. And then we come back and we review it. So that's movie homework. And this episode's movie homework was The Punisher from 2004. That's right. The Punisher movie from 2004. So, overview. When undercover FBI agent Frank Castle's wife and son are slaughtered, he becomes the Punisher, a ruthless vigilante willing to go to any length to avenge his family. This was written by Michael France and Jonathan Hensley, directed by Jonathan Hensley, and stars Thomas Jane as Frank Castle, the Punisher. John Travolta as Howard Saint. Isn't it Howard? Wait, it's Howard Saint?
It's Howard Saint.
Yeah, because he starts attacking Saint properties and whatnot.
Okay. Will Patton, Sunderland. I was just talking about him on the last episode of Grawlix. He is in everything, and he truly is. This is the guy that I was complaining about. This is Sunderland. He was in the 2018 Halloween movie. but he's in this. And as soon as I seen him, I was like, wait, I know that guy. Also, Roy Schneider. It's so weird. I mean, I get why he's so high in the top billed cast, but he's such a minor character, really. I'm sorry. I'm trying to Samantha Morris. I'm trying to jump to other like people who actually had a larger role. John Pinette. I hate that character so much that he plays.
Hey, I liked him.
Oh God. Ben Foster. I was not a fan of his character either. You know what? Let's get on with it. Basically, listen. This is the Thomas Jane Punisher movie. That's all you got to say. People know what that is. Yeah. So this is. Here's a Marvel movie for you before the MCU launched.
Yeah, we did. This is we did a Throwback Thursday, guys.
Oh my God, you're right.
Hashtag Throwback Thursday.
So the Punisher, this actually just got added to Netflix the 17th. And when we were looking at what to talk about this week, I was kind of like, with all the big Marvel stuff constantly going on, and the Netflix losing the Marvel series, one of which was the Punisher, I thought it'd be fun to kind of revisit this after seeing, for one, modern state of superhero comic book movies, but also Netflix's super gritty Punisher. So I was like, let's R-rated 2004 Punisher movie. Let's do it. I'm assuming you guys but had you guys seen this before?
I remember going to see it in the theater.
Oh,
I can't remember if I saw it in theater or not.
So that's back when I didn't miss a Marvel movie in theaters.
Right.
Now,
but I mean, I own this. I have this on DVD. So, I mean, it's that era. If it came out, I was going to buy it, even if I didn't see it in theater.
It's so oversaturated that it's like, I can miss one.
No, right. Yeah, Paul, I was going to say, back when they'd have like one every 2 years.
Yeah. It's like, sweet. Okay. New comic book movie. Let's go to the theater.
I mean, 2004, this is when did Disney buy Marvel? This was pre that, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think Iron Man came out in 2008.
And this is like Marvel was still kind of reeling from bankruptcy just a few years prior.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think the Ed Norton Hulk, I want to say, came out in 2006, 2007.
Now, interestingly, Kevin Feige's name is on this as well, though. So even before Disney bought up Marvel and the MCU, as we know it now, launched, Kevin Feige was producing these Marvel movies. I thought that was super interesting when I seen his name on there.
And I'm just going to say it. If that's true, if Kevin Feige's on this one, then you can't just assume that Spider-Man's going that Spider-Man's success is all due to him. I see what you're saying. Okay, so let's get to that. What'd you guys think of this?
I liked it a lot better than the second one.
There's a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, there's a second one. That one had Jigsaw. I don't know. I like them. I like them both ish, but I also like revisiting this. It was like, oh yeah, that's why I don't watch this all the time.
Culkin.
Huh? It's funny because we have an awful lot of things that kind of almost tie into this movie review in this episode already, because the whole time that I'm like skimming through this, I'm like, the bad guys are like right out of the Matrix. These are the Matrix mobsters. Like, there's nothing stealthy about their kill squad. They just walk up with their shades and they're all black gear.
And Kevin Nash playing Macaulay Culkin on Roid Rage.
Yeah. Okay, that's where you're getting with the Macaulay Culkin thing. The Russian, yeah? He plays the Russian. Is that right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like this movie, but it's still it's still kind of a bad movie. Like,
yeah.
With this movie, there's so much potential. Like, there's so many times when I'm like, I like what they were going to do here, what they're trying to do. I mean, they didn't do it, so that's disappointing. But I like the idea there. But
Like,
I don't know.
It was so good until they started going after him. Like the whole slaughter his family. That was brilliant.
This is one of the few times where they're like a movie. It's like The Mist, right? Where it's one of the few times the movie takes the source material and it's like, you know how that was all depressing? Let's do it worse. Let's make it even worse.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
Well, make sure you get to know them first. Everybody.
Yeah. We're going to have a
like
party, and you're going to have, you're going to enjoy this party, and then you're just going to watch them all die.
Well, and it's not even like, generally it's his family, his family was murdered in front of him. It's like, his wife and his child or children, and it's very sad. This is like, what if we put him at the family reunion and just wiped his whole family line off the face of the earth? His mom is there, his dad's there, every cousin is there. Like, there will be no more castles.
The third one to get it.
It's I don't know. That was insane. I was like, I forgot they did that. And it's interesting, but even that is kind of cheesy. It's like, wait.
Well, they even have because they even almost have it feels like they could do it. They almost stand a chance because like his dad's got the shotgun and stuff and they're like fighting back. And that's not how it goes down in the comics. Like they basically just wipe out his family in the comics. They don't beat around the bush. They don't spend 30 minutes of backstory.
Well, I guess the upside here is you can get a higher body count and get an action scene out of this instead of just depressing family murder.
And it
there's that.
Of, building the Punisher psyche. Because, wife and child murder, that's, that'll screw you up. You just watch multiple generations of your family die. That'll really screw you up.
Yeah. I mean, your bloodline is gone. It's done.
Okay, and but then also like when they finally do, they've got him on the dock and they shoot him point blank in the chest, like dead center. There's a lot of organs there. Granted, I know you're missing the heart, but the next time we see him, he's just fine to be in a rowboat.
Well, but see, he got it.
Time jumped.
He got well, though. No, there is there's a badly handled time jump, but it's because he got exploded. That saved him, right?
I guess.
if you get shot in the chest, but then also blown off of a dock 50 feet into the air.
Back.
Yeah. And all
the salt water cauterized the wound, and he was fine.
Yeah, I don't. That was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And the time jump is not great just because that could have been 3 hours later, except they put a real bad castaway fake beard on him and his hair wasn't even longer. It was just messier. And he's got a scar where he was shot. So,
that looks like a cigarette burn.
I say they did establish that his savior is a witch doctor.
Oh yeah.
Also, the origin of the skull is so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's basically a no fear T-shirt that's left over.
The kid's like, the guy says it's a ward away evil spirits, and he turns around and it's perfectly. God, yeah, it is a no fear T-shirt. Basically, it's the Punisher skull, but it's ridiculous.
Punisher's walking around in a tap out shirt.
There's so many leaps. Tap out shirt. Now, so
my favorite villain in the whole thing had the shortest appearance.
Who?
The singer that showed up in the diner.
Oh, right. Okay, so that is when I was like, I kind of get a glimpse of what this movie should have been, because that is so cool. He's such an over-the-top character, and I realize Punisher doesn't have to be over the top. So in a way, I guess maybe they handled the property right by not going like, even in 2004 and much later, if it has if it's based on a comic book of any kind, most studios are like, oh, I don't care. It's got like superheroes and over the top everything, right? So, this is still, for the most part, kind of down to earth if you don't look at the ridiculousness of, like we were just saying about him getting shot and surviving. But this super over the top looking character, he's got the guitar. He's kind of like, oh, hey, hold on. Melanie.
Hey.
Hello, Melanie. We can't hear you if you're talking. I still can't hear you, but if you can troubleshoot your stuff and start talking, we'll say hi.
And hello, tenaciously Sadie Mae.
Hello.
He says aloha.
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 All right. So what was I saying? Okay. What I was saying was, here we go. Hold on. Melanie. I'm still not hearing you. I just know she's getting super frustrated right now too, which sucks, but yeah, I'm sorry, Melanie, I cannot hear you. Okay, if you're available, send me a message on Messenger or something. So anyway, this whatever guitarist, blah blah blah, he comes and sings a song. What?
Push the phone button.
But then he ends up. They get in a very short muscle car chase, and I'm just like, this crazy guitar character who just came in and sang a pretty cool sounding song, and he's got the like tear tattoo. And did we start early? We started late, Melanie. We started at 6. And then the muscle car chase, and I was like, I really kind of like what this movie could have been. But then you get to no, Melanie. It was usually 5, which is probably why you missed it last week.
That's a bet. Yes, that's why we started at 6.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, though, 6 might not even be early enough. I don't know. So, but that brings me. God, this. Make it 7, she says. Okay. Next week it'll be 7 o'clock, everybody. For real. So, God, what is happening here? 7, yes. Tenaciously Sadie. Thank you for sticking through this ramble. I was trying to make a point. I got so effing sidetracked. Hey guys, what'd you think of the stunts in here? Because that's one of the highlights to me. Let's talk about the stunts.
The stunts are great.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually how many like car chase type of things they included, because I don't automatically think of car chases when I think of the Punisher, because a lot of times it's like almost covert op kind of basically he stalks them, and this it's interesting because they made him almost like a Rambo Punisher. Mm-hmm, he's like Rambo, only actually somehow a little more likable than Rambo.
Melanie says guerrilla warfare. Yeah, no, exactly. And this, he even makes himself a Punisher mobile, right? Like, but it's it's appropriately kind of janky. Like, it doesn't look great. It's just a muscle car that he added some like plates that he can, like some plating he can lift up over the windows and stuff. It's not like a high tech Punisher mobile.
It's like
big black van in the Netflix series.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, they went with a muscle car for this movie. This is according to some trivia, so I apologize if it's wrong. Melanie says, because he can't afford bulletproof glass. Apparently, they went with a muscle car in this one to separate this movie from the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie, in which he drove a motorcycle. Okay, sure, whatever.
Sure.
Listen, you don't have to come up with some flimsy justification to me to put Punisher in a muscle car. I'm on board.
If you want to put him in a spider buggy, I'm down.
I want to know why Lundgren wasn't playing the Russian.
Right? I was thinking about that myself. Maybe
They even had a guy that kind of looked like him.
Yeah. It's like when he first came on screen, it's like, no, that's not him.
Right. They basically had a look-alike, it seemed like.
Now, okay, I remember something that I got sidetracked on. I'm sorry, guys. The bad guys. We were talking about the bad guys.
Oh,
Here's a major gripe, other than like several glaring issues with this movie. In my opinion, John Travolta's character is a horrible bad guy. Like he's so bland, and Travolta doesn't. He plays him so bland. I just not. As much as I complain about Sunderland, the Will Patton, like his character was way more interesting to me, and he had more charisma. Travolta's character was just kind of there.
He's a very whitewashed bad guy.
There's nothing to grab onto other than he's a super jealous type. So what? Tenacious Sadie Mae says Travolta is awesome in Pulp Fiction, or is awesome Pulp Fiction. No, yeah, I would agree. And this is definitely still him.
Travolta can play great characters. Honestly, I think that was how this character was written, and he got the short end of the stick.
It's just real. Yeah, it's real bland. There's not much to him. You're
going to play a mob boss, but your whole shtick is you're overly jealous of your wife and your gay best friend.
That's another thing. Well, he's not even just like a mob boss. He's the banker for mobs. Like,
right.
So a bland paint by numbers banker is your villain, and it not even in a cool way. Like you could make that work. That could be cool. It's not.
Like, let's take the same movie, recast Travolta with Christopher Walken, completely different movie.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You don't even have to change the script, and it would be amazing.
Yeah.
So you know what? Since you put it that way, though, I do kind of blame Travolta. He could have put something into it, some type of charisma or just anything. It's not much to it.
I'm not sure. Yes, I don't think he gave it his all.
I'm also
Walken even half-assed butting it. Would have.
Melanie said,
given a little.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Love.
Okay, I'm sorry. Melanie said he could have gave it his face-off bad guy.
Yeah.
He could have done his.
Oh,
he
could
could
have
have
been better.
Done a his impression of a Nicolas Cage. Write that for a while.
Troy.
I say the first thing I wish they would have changed is I wish the singer would have shot him when he was pinned under the car.
Why? Because that would make sense.
Instead of the spring-loaded knife.
I didn't mind the spring-loaded knife. I thought it was all right. I seen it coming, but
you brought a knife to a gunfight. Shut up.
I mean, I can handle that. It's cheesy, but I can handle that. That works so much better than a lot of other decisions made in this movie. For example, well, basically everything to do with his three quirky neighbors. I hate them.
Yeah.
Nothing about them works. What?
I liked the neighbors. They were just nosy enough.
They were dumb. I was just saying, they're dumb characters.
They were pretty dumb.
Hey, hold on. Melanie's calling in. Melanie. Hello, Melanie.
Can you hear me?
There. Now I hear you.
Hey.
Okay. I'm sorry. I switched to my phone, but I hear double me.
You hear W? Melanie, did you... Okay. I don't think you probably had time to revisit this movie.
No, I watched it, except for when he killed the bad guys. I took a shower then.
Okay. Well, you didn't miss anything except
a lot of explosions.
A really weird decision to kill the final bad guy. The method was very strange.
Can I wait real quick? I don't know. I've never read a bunch of Punisher. but like the bad guys all seem like really bad comic book type bad guys. Like the guitar serenade you before I kill you later guy,
Yeah.
and whoever the guy was, he killed with the projectile knife. It was.
No, yeah, that was the same. Yeah, the guitar guy.
Oh, was that the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay, then who was? There was another one. He was like,
there's the Russian guy.
yeah,
That attacked him in the building.
Mm.
But I could have got in a movie where you've got those kind of characters, where they are very comic booky and the gimmicky. You know, the Russian one was bad. Actually, that was not good. But the guitar guy was super gimmicky, but very entertaining to me. And when you've got those characters, and then juxtapose that with John Travolta as the banker who's jealous of his wife, like, really? Like, I'm supposed to care at all, like, about this conflict with the actual bad guys when this random guitar guy that literally just walks into one scene with no warning, and we don't even get a setup for him being there, is so much more interesting than the main villain.
Like, it made me want to watch Desperado.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I expected that guitar case to be a gun, and so did Frank Castle. So,
you know what this movie was? What I got out of it? It was what do you call it? Like a reminder to every woman: don't leave your purse in the car, because some crazy guy is gonna break in and take your diamond earrings and set up your gay friend and ruin lives. Just don't do it.
Because some crazy guy is going to walk around with the fire hydrant when you're at the movies.
I was just going to say also, if you ever need to save your parking spot, just carry around a fake fire hydrant, because you can always get your parking spot back.
Yeah, I guess people don't break that law anyway.
No, ever.
That was really heavy too.
Yeah, exactly. What a hassle. So,
well, you know what rhymes with hassle? Frank Castle.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that one. You know what else I liked? I liked that the fact that the Punisher's big plan was to break up the villain and his wife's marriage. As soon as it started to get into that, because it's been years. This came out in 2004, so it's probably been easily over 10 years since I've watched it. His big once he got into it, I was like, really? His plan is to mess with the guy's marriage? Like, that's his plan? But really, his plan was to have to murder as few people as possible so that he could still be considered the hero in a studio movie.
Right.
You killed my family. I'm going to break you up.
Well, even the first guy that he is going to torture or whatever to get information out of, he just cuts him down and lets him go and is like, "You're helping me now."
Yeah, I know. It started off so good. I was like, "Yeah, science is fun, Frank. Good job." But then it's like turns into meat and popsicles, and I'm like,
yeah, I did like the science. I did like that whole lead up. That was one of the better. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a one-liner. I guess there were a few bad ones.
I remember my welding teacher in college walked out of the theater at that line because the numbers were off.
Oh,
he's like he's like, and I can't remember what the actual numbers are now, but he's like, that's not hot enough to melt steel. I was like, you left because it wasn't realistic?
Yeah, right.
well, and also the bad guy starts giving him information, but it's like he's narrating some goofy comedy or something, like a heist movie maybe. When he's
yeah, you know who I thought of immediately? I thought of the guy in Ant-Man who tells you how he learned everything.
Oh,
it was like, yeah, when he started spilling so concisely, it was like, oh my God, this is the precursor to that character.
Yeah,
since Feige's involved in both of them, I wonder if he just took that idea and rolled with it.
Maybe. I mean, the new version's funnier, but that was unintentionally funny to me because I was like, "Oh my god, that is that character kind of."
Mhm.
Uh,
And I don't
oh,
know. He didn't seem like he was trying very hard at all. He like shows up at a press conference when he had the element of surprise. Everybody thought he was dead at first, but no,
oh,
he's just like, "Hey, I'm here."
why did he do any of that?
I
Why did
don't
he
know.
do that? Why he literally walked up to a press conference, so now his face is all over the TV.
Yeah.
Walked up to two detectives, and I get his point. Like that also didn't go anywhere because clearly they're in on it with the mob, the banker mob, and that didn't. Why would you do that? Everybody thinks you're dead, man. Just do that.
I'd say the headstone was cool, but they ruined the cool part.
That would have been heavy too. Why is he carrying all this heavy stuff around?
That's how he gets his
let it
workout.
go.
He's carrying. He's got a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And maybe it's like he's like, I don't really have to try with these guys. You know, like in a normal movie, you'd have a scene with like a bunch of naked chicks drying out cocaine or whatever it is they do in those rooms, and they're and then instead it's like a bunch of fat guys counting money, eating soup or something.
Right. Oh man, yeah, their whole like they control the prostitution, and so like prostitution is basically ladies walking around topless. That's prostitution.
Oh yeah. It's weirdly bland and kind of like even for it's a 2004 movie, but it still feels like a 80s 90s kind of B-grade action movie. Everything from like just the fact that it's just like very bland. The main villains are very bland business suit mob guys of some kind who do crime of some kind. Of course, you've got to have a gun deal at the docks. That's what starts the movie. And then
which looked like it was out of the 80s.
And then even like to they have their exotic location for that whole sequence with the family and all that. Like, I don't know. Everything about it felt like a throwback, but at the same time, why don't they just why did they just cast Dolph Lundgren and remake that movie? Like, it's so weird.
Because nobody wanted to see that movie.
Yeah. Well, no, that's true. But
wait, can I say one more thing
Please.
that bothered me?
In
the beginning, when his family was massacred, he went. You didn't even. I don't know. Somebody must have been going around picking up bodies because he goes and gets on a motorcycle. They just saw a guy get shot off of, and that guy's gone, and he just takes it and drives it and leaves. And I'm like, well, so who's picking up all the bodies? I don't get it.
But that's when there was the time jump because he got the bad castaway beard. So somebody came and cleaned up the bodies. What?
No, it was before he had a beard. It was when he was going to chase him down to the pier where he got blown off.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Maybe when he fell over, he rolled away.
Maybe.
Well, when he shot that gas tank in his backyard,
just burned up all the evidence.
All the bodies just went away.
They're gone. Yeah. They're just gone.
That would have been a fun stunt to do, though. Be like, and fly back into the water. That would have been great.
It's a weird stunt too, like the position, like his body position and how he flies back. Now, I already mentioned it earlier, but the stunts, like that first action sequence, I was very concerned for some of those stunt guys, especially the guys in the back of that truck, because that looked dangerous, and those were actually people back there. And at one point, like the boat itself is like flopping over the front of the truck and like coming down where they should be holding their hands. It looked dangerous. So I will give this movie props on that. There weren't a lot of action sequences, and some of them were weird. But when they had stunts, the stunts were pretty good because it gave me that sense of like, oh, somebody's really going to get hurt. So, I'll give it points for that.
She's downstairs, buddy. I'll say one of the times that the red pickup went over one of the dunes, I thought for sure the three guys in the back were going to fall out.
Yeah.
Why did they hold on?
No, they must have had straps or something.
Oh yeah, I bet they had harnesses going on that were
Talking
keeping
from
them
riding
there.
in the back of pickup trucks. It's like how'd you do that?
I missed your Sunderland talk, baby. What did you say you thought of his bad guy?
Uh, I thought his bad guy was,
More believable than the main one.
Yeah,
yeah,
I thought so too.
he was a more interesting character and charismatic than John Travolta's character.
Yeah,
And
I thought he was better in this than he was as Sutherland also.
yes, yeah, no, I liked him. He's noticeably younger, of course, but he has less of that hamminess. It's still there. There's still times when he gets this certain smile, and I'm like, "There's that hammy smile." But he's a little less hammy. He's not too bad as a bad guy. Like that scene where he tortures the guy. That scene is a whole nother issue. But the scene where he tortures the guy with the piercings, I kind of like how he played it because he was weirdly compassionate. And I was like, well, that's an interesting decision. And apparently that was all kind of ad-libbed.
Maybe you just thought it was hot.
Well, and that's they make a point to say he's a sadomasochist, and he's sadist, and and other things, and then he's kissing a guy. So it's like, okay, well, we get that, but
and you know what? That guy had too many lip readings anyway, so he could stand to lose a few.
Well, he should. he deserves to lose it if they're just going to sit there in Frank Castle's apartment when all the bad guys are coming up. Like, why are they sitting there? Why are they just sitting there? Like, they didn't try to
leave.
You know why else he deserves it? Because when that chick's boyfriend was being a butthole, he's like, I'm going to call the cops instead of just going and calling the cops.
Yeah, that was like, oh my God, dude.
That is pretty good, yeah.
Well, it kind of fits into his comment later. Are you on drugs? Not right now.
But everything about that whole scene broke down for me because, okay, so they hid Frank Castle. The chick hid Frank Castle, and she has her hand over his mouth so he doesn't make noise. That's fine. But why did the other two guys then just sit there, clearly knowing stuff? The bad guys come in and they're like, where is he? And I'm not telling you anything. Why not?
He left.
Yeah, anything. Go back to your apartment. Even if there's a hole through the wall, go back to your apartment. When these dudes come up, be like, what is all this? You play dumb. Be like, well, there's a big commotion, and I think the guy bolted. What's going on? Don't be like, I'm clearly his friend. Torture me.
I'm not.
Torture me now.
Because he doesn't like me.
I need to prove it to you. Don't torture that guy. He's too nice. The audience won't like it. Torture me.
Were they supposed to be like comic relief? Because they weren't funny at all.
They are supposed to be the comic relief.
That's no problem.
Well,
what would they
and
do
to anchor him.
Rip his nipples off?
Anything. You look at that guy's face. You tell me he's not going to squeal if you as much as smack him?
Pink belly, pink belly, pink belly.
You can do anything to that guy, and he's going to squeal. Oh, I didn't even realize the pig thing. He's going to talk. I just didn't buy it. Really, okay, so they're going to torture the one guy and not the other guy because the other guy, they're like, well, he watched us torture that guy, so if he knew something, he was going to talk. No.
Slap him across the face for the fun of it.
Those three, and I'm probably off base on this, but those three feel like the mandated comic relief or characters to like anchor him to humanity. And also, they tried to play the chick as a potential love interest. I'm glad they didn't really follow through with it, but it's also super weird that chick knows his entire family was just murdered 6 months ago, and she still tries to put the moves on him.
She's vulnerable. She's just got out of a bad relationship, And
she's still in the bad relationship.
She's way more attractive than his wife. I have to
politely out of the building.
Well, she looked a lot like his wife, but maybe younger.
She was hotter.
What else you guys got about this movie?
But I don't even know.
I kind of like the way Travolta went out.
It's so weird to me. It was a weird idea, and he put a lot of time into executing that specific idea. And of course, he's got to start comic book heroes or anti-heroes. When you start a fire in the shape of your symbol, you got to realize by the time the only people that can see it are either in skyscrapers or flying over in a helicopter. And by the time they get to it, that fire is going to spread. Nobody's going to know what that was. Stop it.
Right.
We're putting a lot of effort into nothing. But that's such a weird plan to like, okay, so I'm going to know, because he set those bombs up prior. So he knew he was going to have Travolta out in the parking lot. He was going to attach his leg to a bumper of a car, slowly put the car into drive, and just let it slowly cruise across the street into the parking lot across the way while he explodes all the cars. It's a very convoluted.
He's a thinker, man.
I also like that. I don't like that it was sarcastic, but I also was amused that Frank kind of has a drinking problem. Kind of has a drinking problem. You know how we know this? Because the one chick says it over and over and over again. The chick who used to have a drinking problem. She's the one that says it over and over again.
That's because she is a recovering alcoholic, and the recovering peoples or whoever quit, they're always the most like loud about not doing it or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess that's true too. Whatever.
And she wanted him, so she's like, stop drinking, because then you'll turn into my butthole boyfriend. Be sober and whatever. I don't know. Be with me.
Can't be together if you drink, because then I'll want to drink.
Well, and I suppose for the most part, she doesn't know he spends most of his time building bombs that he doesn't really use to kill anyone, and planning to break up people's marriages. I was going to say planning revenge, but he doesn't really do that. He just breaks up people's marriages and stuff.
He's not the murderer. He's the punisher.
I just realized
He's more the
reason. Oh,
Marriage.
Melanie has asked to join and took the call again. Hey, Melanie.
Hi, my face kicked me off, I guess.
Your face?
Yeah, I guess my cheek touched something, and then it got me. It kicked me out of there and had me in something else. I don't know.
Pocket dimension?
Sometimes.
Sweet.
Yep. Where they spelled Berenstein right, and all those other little weird things.
Oh, right.
Is the chat broken? Are you guys not getting? There's been no chat for a while.
I stopped chatting because I couldn't get on my computer, so I switched to my phone. But while I was on my phone, I didn't see anything going on on the computer either in the chat.
How is it? We used to get so much more chat activity when we did a live cast at 1 p.m. when everybody's at work. I don't get it.
Well, a lot of the people I used to type a lot. But Matt D's not in here. Jasper's not in here. And
when people are at work, they're stuck at work. They don't have anything better to do. At night, they're like home, and they're like, I can go play video games or do something fun,
I didn't even think about that.
Go do something. That is so mean.
That's kind of a good point.
Mean and
Wow.
self-deprecating. I love it.
We're better than work, but we're not better than Xbox. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's
you
true.
Well, I guess they could still listen to us and play their games, but they're not going to chat at us.
Yeah.
Well, and that is one of the problems that I've had when other people have gone on, because like I listen in on the Cellmates live cast a lot, but oftentimes that falls right in the middle of something that I'm already doing, and so I keep doing it and I listen, but I'm also not super engaged in the chat because I'm in the middle of something. Or I'm driving. Like a couple times the live cast has happened and I'm literally driving. So, I'm listening and I'm kind of reacting, but I can't actually react because I'm in a car.
I had to set a reminder on my phone for Cellmates because it stopped giving me notifications for the live cast.
Did it?
Yeah, it gave me. I keep getting notifications for the replay. It's like I don't want the replay.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification either. I haven't been getting them lately.
I got one when they went live, but yeah, I kind of also remembered that it was going to happen.
Maybe they unticked, because when you start a live cast, you can opt to have it notify or not. So maybe they unticked it, but
I messaged her and let her know. It's like, hey, I haven't been getting the
notifications.
notification.
Yeah, it's possible she unticked it, but I mean, I get notifications from people that I followed that used to hop in. You used to chat us up a lot, and some of those guys, man, they go like multiple times a day, and I'm just kind of like, I shouldn't even say this, but it's just like, oh God, dude, really again? What do you have to say? I don't mean
I
to
think I
sound
know who
rude
you're
about
talking
it.
about.
I mean, good on him, man. I like that, but
Yeah,
I apologize for not being able to tune in. But like, dude, like 2 to 3 times a day, I'm like, I'm doing things.
Night.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm doing things.
Maybe I should just do that, like have a live cast all the time and just like talk about random things that I think are funny, and then just that's my podcast. What do you think?
You know what? From what I've seen, those get listens on here.
They do.
Those are the shows that get listens.
Cool. I'm good at that.
And maybe they're just good networkers or something, but I don't know.
Welcome to my life.
People don't want to hear us ramble about the Punisher. They want to hear some guy eat crackers and ask people what he wants them to talk, what they want him to say.
Yeah.
Right.
They want to hear what happened at Walmart today.
I guess at least those people can talk a sentence.
Talk a sentence.
Dude, I felt like I was doing so good this episode, and then at some point
it was me. I threw you off. I'm sorry.
No, it was around that time period, but I felt like, you know what, this isn't good talk either. Hey, so I feel like this is the end of our Punisher review. I know there's some other thing that I was making a mental note of that I found just ridiculous. But that said, here's my final thoughts on the Punisher from 2004. Oh, Thomas Jane, I don't know if he's a bad actor or this is just bad overdub or what, but he's the only one that sounds like he's in a foreign movie being overdubbed by somebody else. Like, in the overdub art, who's rustling things?
I'm sorry. They asked me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll stop.
It's okay. You can mute it or something, but it's just like super coming through. Usually the system's pretty good about like noise reduction, but anyway, so I found Frank. This is a good summary of the whole movie. I found Thomas Jane's performance as the Punisher weird and kind of cheesy, and I don't know if it's good or bad. I kind of feel like it's bad, but it was very entertaining to me, and that is the whole movie.
Yeah,
like
it's somehow it's entertaining, but
it's bad.
Not sure why.
The villain sucks. And there's some interesting action, but it's kind of light in that respect. And there's a lot of decisions that I just hate. And I'm like, why did you do this? I give it a 3 stars. Like, I still like this movie.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd give it. Probably around 3. I definitely wouldn't give it higher than a 3 because I haven't bothered to rewatch it until now, even though in my brain I kind of liked it.
I give it a 3.5 because I like the soundtrack. It had a soundtrack.
Okay, yeah, you're talking the actual contemporary music of the time in there.
Yeah.
The score was interesting. I liked the score itself at times, but at other times that kind of also added to the 80s, 90s B-grade action movie. It was very strange and kind of generic. But yeah, that early 2000s metal that was on the soundtrack or new metal, that was kind of fun.
But yeah, I mean, it's for an early Marvel attempt. Like it was one of those. I think they were just weren't sure what they could do with the character, so they played it safe and went funny as opposed to obviously where they are now and said, let's go dark because we can.
Right.
So
for that, it worked.
when this, okay, according to, this is on IMDb, and again, I don't know where this trivia comes from because I know Jasper's pulled trivia from this site before that was false. But according to IMDb trivia, when this was released on DVD in September of 2004, it surprised Marvel by selling nearly 2 million copies in its first 5 days. So this actually did really well to the point where Marvel was like, whoa.
I remember going to get it and it was sold out in a bunch of stores.
I mean, everybody I knew had this on DVD. It's one of those DVDs where it's not even a movie anybody talks about anymore, but everybody had it.
They had it. And as far as Thomas,
do you remember when they did that? Like they did like a tease reboot, or not even a reboot, but like a tease commercial of another Thomas Jane Punisher, where he's like at the laundromat or something.
There is, I've never seen it, but that's another piece of trivia. Where'd it go? I just seen it. Thomas Jane returned as Frank Castle in the 2012 short film, The Punisher Dirty Laundry.
Yeah. I actually liked that. That was pretty solid, you know, and that led me to believe, like, yeah, why'd they ever recast it? And they should do another Thomas Jane Punisher. And then we got John Bernthal, and I really
never looked back.
Yeah, no, I just need more of him.
I say Bernthal taking the reins on that was a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Honestly, the perfect role for Thomas Jane, I could see him taking over for Christopher Lambert in the Highlander series.
Yes.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Thank you. God, you nailed it. The whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm like,
he looked and sounded like Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, I'm like, that face is familiar to me.
It's like just once. I wanted him to say there could be only one.
Melanie.
I thought he was the Highlander guy.
Oh, there you go.
Especially with the blonde hair at the beginning. Oh my God.
You know what's amusing? More, I'm going to get off the trivia kick after this, but so he's blonde in real life, but that's a wig in the beginning. When that's a wig because he had already dyed his hair black for the movie.
That's funny.
Shoot that scene first. Like,
yeah, right?
Hair yet.
Ink.
All right. Oh, wow. The original film with no edits is almost 3 hours long.
Oh,
really?
God, I can't imagine. This felt a little long to me.
It did. Or like there was just way too much of him not doing anything.
Yeah.
A really lame montage.
Let's say a whole lot of promo shots for Wild Turkey.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I hope they
Wait,
marketing.
you still have Wild Turkey in there? Let's open the door just a crack.
You know, there's a lot of things in this movie that I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like that torture scene and some of these side characters, they all come from the comics. There's so much of that I kind of expected was like, invented by the writers or whatever, or the studio's like, well, we don't like this character, you do something else. No, they're all pulled from the comics. It's kind of amazing.
Oh no,
Punisher comics
was overdone. I thought they dubbed a different guy in for him. No, that's actually him.
Thomas Jane?
The guy that's doing the guitar player.
Oh, okay.
So I thought they dubbed a different singer in for him, but no, that's actually him. It's just like, I think the audio track doesn't sync up with the...
There's some real weird ADR throughout this movie, and because that's what I was kind of talking about when I mentioned Thomas Jane. Sounded like he's in a foreign movie and they got someone else to overdub his voice. The ADR is real rough, and apparently, they do that. Most movies, pretty much everything's ADR'd, which is amazing that it doesn't sound like that all the time. But it's just not great in this movie. I don't know if that's a sound mix or what.
The guy wrote the song for the movie, and you don't hear it again until later on, and the WWE picks it up for the Undertaker, and then it's everywhere again.
Hey, Melanie, you sound like you've been trying to say things.
Oh no, I just had one thing to say, and it was more kind of a question because the Sunderland guy, is he a comic book guy or something? Because he seems like he's in a lot of comic book stuff.
Yeah, right. Maybe it's because they're like you're a little hammy. We're gonna put you in this comic book picture.
Maybe he's cheap.
Well, yeah, that too. That's so crappy. I'm so crappy about that guy. I need to stop it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. He's obviously a character actor. I wonder what else he's been in. But
it's an Alvin.
We've got an Alvin in the chat.
Hey, Alvin.
Sounded like you were mixing cartoons together there or something.
Yeah, a little bit of Fat Albert with the chipmunks there.
That's right.
Hey, it's Alvin.
I call it Fat Alvin.
Fat
Come at
Alvin.
me.
Or
Hey.
And throw in a little bit of Laurel and Harvey, you know. Hey, Alvin.
Okay. All right. What are we doing, guys? Our Punisher review is over.
It is over. What are we doing next time?
Okay, next week's movie homework. This is super exciting. Now, reminder, we are going to do movie homework this next week, but after that, we're going to every other week, just to kind of break it up a little bit. And also so we don't have to necessarily go 2 hours if we get an interesting news topic like we did today.
Right.
So super exciting. And this is one that I think Melanie will actually be interested to see, is Brightburn. Brightburn is the movie we will be discussing next week. Now, this just like 2 days ago or a day ago released on DVD and Blu-ray. I believe it just now hit digital for rental. It had been available for digital purchase since the beginning of the month, but that was it. And I ain't buying this. I mean, if it's good, I'll buy it, but I don't know that it's good yet. So, right. But yeah, it's available for rent now. So I'm going to actually have to pony up a couple bucks, but Brightburn, we'll discuss that next week.
The things we do for you guys.
Oh, Melanie says it still shows me in the call, but I don't think you can hear me. I quit.
Yep, we can't hear you. Sorry.
I'm going to hang up on her. Okay. Hey, Melanie. That's okay. It's unfortunate that you got kicked as we were talking about Brightburn, because I knew you'd be excited about that, but you still hear it. It's all good. You'll be here. I'm going to rent it this weekend and we're going to watch it. So.
Yes. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, me too.
So was Melanie. Melanie says yay in the chat.
Very enthusiastically.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. The reviews have not been as good as I had kind of been hoping when I initially saw it. But you know what? Whatever.
The people that I know that have seen it have said it's great. So
cool.
Here's hoping. They're right.
All right.
So
what else?
Just word of mouth better than critics generally.
Well,
Right.
I mean, yeah, and that's the issue is nobody I know had seen it yet. So, but I don't think this is a movie for a certain group of people. It's a certain group of people that are like, yeah, okay, I could get on some Superman. And they're like, but it's horror. That's even better.
Right.
Oh, Melanie says Us. I'm not sure. So we watched Us, and I don't know if she's wanting me to talk about it.
No, we are the group of people.
Oh, that's who it's for. Yeah.
That
horror superhero.
Jordan, you got me again. I'm so confused. Don't title your movie so basic, and I won't get confused in normal everyday conversation when somebody
I
says
know what you
Us.
mean, Melanie. It's okay.
Get out.
Is this over yet?
Yeah, I think it's over. I think we need outro music.
Well, oh god, I haven't had time to upload the outro, or I don't think I've rendered it yet, but I do have a longer version. Get out of the Us. I'm sure that's what you meant, Hassan. Unless
The
you know
us of the
something we
US.
don't.
Uh-oh.
Because if you
Get
know
out.
something we don't.
Get out of the U.S. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alvin, I'm sorry you didn't get here till the end, but it's nice to have you in the chat, man. We're big
So
Alvin fans.
Are we thinking 7 next week? Is that what we're shooting for? That's
7
what we
o'clock.
said. 7 o'clock. Okay. So Alvin, you'll be perfectly timed for this next week.
Yeah, we're just slowly moving it further and further back to see like when we can actually get listeners.
Well, tonight we've almost run 2 hours. We're approaching an hour and hour and 45 minutes now.
It's a long one.
Yep.
No, last week was
That's what happens when you got your Spider-Mans and your Punishers. And ironically, Punisher's first appearance is in a Spider-Man comic. So there you go. There's the tie-in.
That's what I was going to say. How did Punisher not go with the Spider-Man deal? Is he not considered a Spider-Man character then, even though he was introduced in Spider-Man?
Yeah, I don't know. Originally he was, but he spun out pretty quickly, I believe, and started showing up in other places.
Melanie said, "Wow, sorry guys. Wish you didn't have a whole hour. That must have sucked without me."
I mean, yeah.
You would have not. I don't think you'd have been. So you would have either been so bored by it because we were just talking about Spider-Man and Disney and stuff, or we wouldn't have talked about Spider-Man that long, which is more likely.
Yeah, you might have reined us in and been like, "This is dumb. Let's talk about Punisher."
Yeah. And then our Punisher review had been over in 20 minutes because you'd be like, "This is dumb. Let's get off here now." Okay, so
yeah, we just kind of rambled and nerded out about Spider-Man for a while.
Yeah.
it was good though, and I do like how you're right. Like most of the news stories really kind of tie it. It's a very well-rounded show. Well-rounded show because it all kind of ties into Marvel and the Marvel movies and Punisher.
And people seem to look like they're from
well-rounded show, like your belly.
Mine too.
Okay. Hey, we got some things coming up, everybody. This episode may be ending, but that doesn't mean there's not just a world of Grawlix episodes for you to check out, including, for example, we released a new Grawlix podcast proper this week in which we discussed Deadly Class Volume 1 in a very meandering, rambling review, not unlike today. But that one's actually been somewhat edited. And it
opens really strong too. Like I would listen.
I lost you, Jesse.
He would listen.
He would listen. And that would be the last thing he'd ever do. Okay. I'm sorry, Jesse, you cut out. I don't know where you went. So I'm going to continue on. Yeah, I know. Melanie says, and it seemed like he was going to say something good too. Yeah, I know. Castbox is like, with none of that.
He always
stop complimenting yourselves. You conceited. Also, on Grawlix Cinematic Universe, our movie podcast, this coming week, Monday, so soon. It's coming very soon. The final episode of season #Taran30, our Quentin Tarantino season. We have watched all the Quentin Tarantino movies, whether he counts them as his movies or not. We watched them all. And the final episode, Jasper and myself are going to review Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, finally. And we will also run down our top list, actually, since there are 10 Tarantino movies, regardless what he says, our top 10 from least favorite to most favorite.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh, you're back.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I lost you guys. You guys lost me. Yeah.
What are you going to say?
I don't know what happened. I like the idea that there was no technical issue. You just stopped talking. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I blanked.
I don't know what I said. Oh, yeah. No, the intro of the most recent Grawlix was fun. It was bizarre. I would listen to it for the intro.
God, I don't even remember what it was, and I just edited it like this week.
That was not as
The
prolific.
review got weird, but like we were all over the place in the beginning, and it was super high energy, and then
we got just brought to a dead stop. Like, oh
man, I am not
Wow.
allowed to talk about it. I am not
Oh.
allowed to talk about it.
no, for some reason you're not. Our reviews, man, they trip us up. So, okay. Anyway, also, I'm still on this GCU kick, Grawlix Cinematic Universe. Final episode of season 3. Then we're gonna take a very short break. And when I say very short, I mean like barely, not really even a break, because next month there's a Friday the 13th coming up, as in the date.
Oh boy, there
And
we go.
so that's
New rules.
Paul brought it to my attention, and I was like, Paul, you should join us for some horror movies. And then I should not say this now. I should wait for the new GCU episode to drop, so it's a surprise, but I'm going to say it anyway. So Jasper is sticking with the show. This is behind the scenes stuff. I kind of expected he was going to be like, okay, I'm bouncing, but he's going to stick with the show. Furthermore, he suggested a theme for season 4. And it's the kind of theme where as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, okay, yes, we're doing that. It's season 4. It's gonna be horror, all horror. Season
Oh, I wish you could see my face right now.
4.
For
Yeah, I couldn't make it work in the episode recording either. So, yeah, no, he said he wanted to do horror movies, and I'm like, are you just trying to? What are you trying to do?
play with your heartstrings there,
Right?
messing with your emotions. He's playing
Uh,
head games.
I think
So I'm super excited about that, and we're going to. I'm going to be reaching out to Paul a bunch. I'll reach out to Matt D. We're going to try to consistently have more voices on the show.
Sweet.
Yes, because I think it would benefit the show, because I feel like people
or
can only hear
the movies.
what.
I was reading Melanie's comments.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, Melanie, I would like to have you on more shows, more of the GCU episodes. Oh yeah, and the horror. Melanie's just like, just watch more movies, Randy. I don't care if you podcast about it. I just want to watch some horror movies. Huh? God, this has gotten so weird. That's it. That's all I got. What do you guys got? Got anything else?
Nope.
Hey, Paul, tell us where people could find things that you might be involved in.
Well, there's Moose's Marvelous Woodburnings on Facebook. Interesting art for something different. Come find me. We have wood for you. And then, so I don't forget next week, on the 7th, if you're local, I'm down in Grand Island for the Grand Island Minicon. And I think, Jesse, you and Axton are down there too, aren't you?
Yes, we are going to be down there for the Grand Minicon. So come see us at the Grand Theater and watch the Goonies
Yes.
for free.
You gonna watch the Goonies? There's a Goonies screening.
Yeah, it's free on a big old screen.
I like how you is. Hey Jesse, what'd you do this week? Did you go to the movies? And you're like, yeah, I went to the theater and watched the movie on a big old screen. It's like being in my living room, but there's a bunch of strangers there, and the screen's real big.
It's real big, and they have popcorn.
But then they looked at me funny when I asked them to turn it down, and they told me, sir, you have to put your pants back on.
It's real weird. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to that.
What's happening? What's going on?
Oh my god.
Oh, how we digress.
Melanie says every time I've been
Melanie.
to Grand Island, there's been tornadoes or superstorms, so I won't come, so that you can stay safe.
All right. There's a strange superpower there.
See, I think the last time we were down there was right after it started flooding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, because I was worried that I wasn't even going to be able to go because we were still the island of Fremont.
God, I think we've talked about this on the podcast before.
Yeah,
Nothing good
so.
at Grand Island. Don't go there unless you're going to go see Jesse and Paul at the Minicon. Then go.
Yeah, and
Otherwise.
have some pizza because they have great pizza in Grand Island.
You can't.
Is that really?
Shark?
Yeah, the Wave is what it's called. Wave something. But their pizza is awesome. Holy cow.
Interesting. All right, everybody. Well, Jesse, is there you got something to tell people before we go? I'm sure.
Nope. I mean,
Wait.
listen to the Grawlix podcast. That's the main thing.
Yes, and you could do that here on Castbox, as well as, pretty much everywhere you can find podcasts, or simply go to grawlixpodcast.com. It's GRAWLIX podcast.com. There's actually a bunch of stuff on the site. Go look around. It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I
Vote on the poll.
I put too much work into the website. There's no reason for it. But I do enjoy it. So, Grand Island. Wait. Oh, Grand Island is where all the gangsters in witness protection move, and they bring their pizza.
That would explain it.
Oh,
That does make
all
sense.
right.
Is that where the Goodfellas guy had been relocated to? I know it somewhere kind of local.
Well, I thank him for pizza.
I do too.
It's all pizza.
Okay, so
Somewhere in the Midwest,
let's definitely not talk about mobsters anymore.
the average everyday podcasters
Oh, that's
keep
so good.
podcasting.
That's so good. Did I? Oh, I did put that in the new Grawlix podcast episode. I had to. It's like 5 minutes long, but I was like, dude, that's such a fun promo.
Yeah, it's a great promo. Super
Go
fun.
listen. Either go check out the 60s Reboot podcast on electronicmedia.com, or listen to our most recent episode. Do that one instead. You'll hear what he's referencing. It's a lot of fun. Shout out to Matt D for writing that and putting that together. That was his baby. It was his brainchild. Okay, everybody else, have a good Thursday. Movies coming out. The only thing that looked particularly interesting was a movie called Ready or Not. It's kind of a horror comedy. It's getting good reviews.
Jesse, that's the one I said you should go see.
Oh, okay.
The original story one. That one looks really amazing.
Yeah, it looks it's getting pretty good mentions. So yeah, and that's it. There you go. I got my opening weekend stuff in there. Have a good everything. I'm gonna play our intro song again next week. I will have the proper new outro ready to go. Something a little longer that we can talk over for a while. But here you go. You ready to revisit some Miami
Nights?
Vice? Yes, Nights. Grawlix.
Vice. That is my vice. Nights
Going back
is
to
my
the-
vice.
Miami Grawlix Nights. That was not great. Here we go.
Nights. You just have to say it. You just have to say it. It's inspiring. What are your after credits meanders? We just say nights over and over because we can't help it. We can't help it.
Nights.
That is the after show.
The saxophone